So today in this shipment, we have an invertebrate that I've been waiting for to come in for about almost 4 months at this point. And then we've also got some other stuff in here, some stuff that I don't even know what it is. So let's get right into the video. So I'm actually in biology class right now, so that's why you might hear some background noise at points. But this top box is the box from California. So this is, I think, the shipment from the kind of normal retail website. And then the bottom box right here is the shipment from Wisconsin, which has all the divers den stuff I got, as well as something else I got from the retail website, but they shipped it from Wisconsin, which is pretty cool, which means it probably should have more care. But in this box, we should have a couple things. I'll put that to the side. And this is my first time impression seeing what made it and what didn't. I hope everything made it. But yep, this is a heat pack, still warm, which is really nice. And then in the first box we have a Hector's Goby. I'm not sure if he's still alive. Hello? Are you okay? Oh no, yep, they're okay. Just very washed out right now, but you can see this guy is going to the frag tank since I'm dealing with a pretty nasty hair allergy problem right now. I keep scraping it and moving it, but it keeps coming back. So this time I'm getting a permanent solution to it. So you can see he's very washed out. Still alive though, still alive. But you can see the insane colors on them and the pattern, especially the dorsal fin, even when they're washed out. So I'll put him to the side and get him into the frag tank soon. And fun fact about the Hector's Gobies, those are actually kind of hard to come about now. I think since the pandemic started, less and less shipments of Hector's Gobies have been coming in. The only other place I've been able to find one is Seahorse Savvy, and that price might be a little, the price I paid for the Hector's Goby might be a little much, but that was really the only other place I could find it, besides Seahorse Savvy, but they ended up selling out, so I couldn't buy it from there. But here we have a, what is this, a tiger Nerite snail. I just threw this in because I needed to get free shipping. Otherwise, everything here would have probably been, I think, almost double the price. So this guy's going to the shell dwelling tank to help out the 3 other Nerite snails. And otherwise, that's it for this box. And now we're going on to the real goodies of this unboxing. While I'm opening this up, I can talk about the other thing I got. I got a non-photosynthetic sea fan 3-pack, and I reached out to them for some questions, which they politely answered. Well, I shouldn't say politely. They did answer them very nicely and very quickly, as a matter of fact. So pretty awesome customer service by Live Aquaria. But the sea fins you get in the 3-pack are a mixed. So you get you get like a variety, unless they have some that are out of stock. So you get like, I guess let's, for example, like 2 red fingers and then 1 yellow finger. But the ones that I saw on the site that I could possibly get are the red finger Gorgonian, the yellow finger Gorgonian, the pink polypite sea fan, and then the orange tree Gorgonian, which that one I really want, and then possibly a blueberry Gorgonian. But the thing about this one is that all of them are out of stock on the site, so I'm really in for a double surprise about what I'm gonna get. Heat pack still warm, that's good. Oh shoot, I did not mean to do that. That was right on top of the Hector's Goby. But let's see what's in here. Okay, not really sure. This might be the invertebrate actually, but we'll take a look at that. Not exactly sure. Is this the invertebrate, or this could be one of the Gorgonians? But place it to the side. You can see all my stuff right there. But here is, okay, this is, I think, the invertebrate. I'll get to this guy later, but take out all the bags. Actually, I'll just take out all the bags right now and then come back when I take the plastic, the black plastic out, so we can actually see what's in each bag. All right, so here we have the invertebrate I'm waiting for about 4 months, and I'll get some better reroll, but this is a Crinoid squat lobster, and not just any Crinoid squat lobster. This is a yellow and white with a hint of black Crinoid squat lobster, and this is a really awesome nano invertebrate. And while Crinoid squat lobsters themselves are not that seen as often in pet stores, I guess, and online, the yellow and white and black variety like this one is extremely hard to find. And I would say maybe over the past 4 months since the last time I've seen one, Lava Core has gotten in about, I guess, maybe 30 black and white ones, almost 40, I think. So they've had 3 this week. They might have another one today, actually. I'm recording this on a Friday, so I haven't checked the email list yet, but for about every 1 yellow and white Crinoid squat lobster they've gotten, I would say it's one that equals about maybe 1 to 12 black and white patterns they'll find. So the reason I say this is a really awesome nano invertebrate is because they only go to 1 inch, and you can see by my hand, like, this guy is literally 3/4 of an inch, and he's still alive. You can see him kind of crawling around, but the freakiest little nano invertebrates, but very awesome and very striking. So I'll show you the really interesting home temporary setup I set up for him soon, but let's go see what kind of Gorgonians we got. Alright, so I have another one opened up, and I'm not exactly sure what kind of Gorgonian this is. It's not a red finger. Red fingers are more, I guess, stubby and thick, but this one's like really long and skinny, so I'm not sure what kind of this is actually. I'll have to contact Sean at Cristata Reef for an identification, but it's got another branch that is kind of yellowish. I think that's the skeleton, so I'm not exactly sure if this is in the best shape or not, but very interesting nonetheless. Alright, so I think this is a substitute. It's not a sea fan, that's for sure, but I think this might be a Dendro of some sort or a Tubastra species. I've never had these actually, and they are one of the easier NPS corals, specifically LPS non-photosynthetic corals that are easier to train and feed, but I've never had one of these. That is very interesting. Huh. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure what kind of Gorgonian this is, but looking through the bag, it might be a red finger or a red sea fan, so I'm gonna have to open up this one. So this is the haul for today, and I completely destroyed my carpet because of the excess water, but this is the haul for today. Really interesting to see what kind of species corals these are. Alright, so this is a brand new setup that I only set up about a week ago, but it's really awesome, and this is basically a temporary kind of holding jar for some different macroalgae that I've got. So basically the only thing that's running on here is a USB aquarium co-op air pump, and it's actually been doing a pretty good job at providing a really good flow. So this is just I think it's a 0.7 gallon mason jar, but in here we have some pretty rare macroalgae. The first one you'll probably notice is, if it'll focus, this is red feather macroalgae, and I'm surprised that this is actually as rare as it is, because surprisingly I found it through the eBay suggestion page, but after I posted on Instagram, Tiger Boy, I think Cristata Reef also reached out to me. They were like, well, Tiger Boy was like, wow, I've never seen that for sale before, which is really interesting because he has a lot of rare stuff too, so I was kind of surprised that he didn't have any. But I got some really nice tips from Cristata Reef on how to take care of this. So I tried to position the air pump to kind of hit the the red feather, because it's kind of mixed on where you get it from, depending on how well it will do in your tank. So I'm trying to test out if this will like high flow. If it doesn't do so well, then I'll just lower it to kind of a lower flow. And then the other rare macroalgae we have in here is this one right here, which is kind of like the purple, not the purple, the kind of plating type over here. This is purple face, and I think this one is about the same level of rarity as the red feather. No one I talked to seems to have it, so that's pretty awesome. This is called purple face because as it gets closer to the light and it gets stronger nutrients and it's really healthy, then this will actually get this really nice purple color that I'm super excited to see if I can achieve that in the UNS 60U. But the main addition here today is the yellow and white Crinoid, yellow, white, and black Crinoid squat lobster, and he is alive. I'll throw in some B-roll of him, but this is a really awesome color variety that I've been waiting in for 4 months to come back, and I have some theories on why it's taking so long to come back in stock. So my main theory is that this is a seasonal color variety, because strangely the last time I saw one was the beginning of December on Diver's Den, and actually Miss Mermaid just sent me a Instagram DM saying she's never seen it before too, so that's pretty awesome. But my main theory is that these are a seasonal color variety because they surprisingly disappeared during the winter period, and now that it's March, it's actually appeared back on Diver's Den. So I think they had 3 this week. This was one of the 3 that I got that was on the site, so really lucky to have it. I didn't know when it would possibly come back, so I just decided to grab it really quick. But the stranger things I noticed about this is that they actually are filter feeders as well, and this is a shock to me since the other kind of varieties that I've seen, well, not varieties, the information that I've read up on before getting this guy, all said that you can, like, you know, spot feed them with tweezers, with mysis shrimp or brine shrimp on it. But actually when I put this guy in here earlier, these little fans came out of his shell, and they actually started like fanning the water to catch you know, little particles and phytoplankton, kind of like bamboo shrimp in freshwater. So that was a really interesting discovery that I saw, and reading up more on it, it seems like that is true. So I just dosed some more phytofeast in here, and that same reaction did come out, and I'll play a clip of that. But the other thing I know I saw that is more consistent in the yellow, white, and black varieties is that the nose that you can kind of see right there on its shell, that is more prominent within this color variety, since the black and white ones I've seen don't really have a nose that often. So that's just another interesting take that I've taken away from here. But I am super excited to have this guy in my collection now. I've waited 4 months for it. Almost ran a mile back home one time. That's a funny story I'll save for later, to try and get the first one that appeared this week. But really interesting addition to the UNS60U. This is going to be, I'm actually kind of contemplating if I should even add this guy to the UNS60U, because you saw how small he was in the urine sample cup that he came in, and now look how small he is in the mason jar. So we'll see about that, but he should get a little bit bigger. This guy is 3/4 of an inch. Their max size is 1 inch, and that's all I have for on this guy. So let's move over to the frag tank. All right, so we're at the frag tank now, and you can see the Hector's Goby is settling in very nicely. A couple hours ago when he was introduced, he was hiding a lot, specifically by the Christmas tree worm rock. And if you want an update on this, the worms are doing fantastic, and the Parietes is also doing fantastic. The only thing I've noticed is this worm right here. Not sure what's up with that, but it might be just normal and not opening up all the way. But you can see he's colored up a lot, and that dorsal fin is really awesome. And the way you can tell the difference between a Hector's Goby and a court jester Goby, since it is quite a common mishap to misidentify them, you can see the really big green dot on the, I guess, the second like the dorsal fins. So there's like 2 big green dots. One is really noticeable in the back, and there's a smaller one on the front. So that's pretty much the easiest way to tell them apart. But this guy, once he gets more settled in, he should take care of this hair algae problem. And I don't even know if I want to show the whole tank, but yup, I'm not happy about it. I tried to do a blackout for about 7 days, but unfortunately the only thing that ended up dying was some zoanthids, and the mushroom, the Yuma mushroom, is really bleached out, and I'm not sure if that's going to take, doesn't look like it's going to get any better. The zoas that were here, which were the magicians, those are already on the downfall when I first got them, but now they're completely gone. The top shelf aquatic zoas are unfortunately going away as well. We also lost the Pandora zoas over there. The only ones that are really surviving are the Superstar zoanthid over there, the mystery ones that are right here. The Duncan is also really good. The Ghani is also surprisingly doing well in here. It's not at full extension that it was at the store, but it's starting to reach that point, and it's a little irritated right now because I just kind of changed the parameters around because some stuff was a little weird, but it was starting to inch out more and more each day. But we kind of had the same conclusion that this is a Dendro of some sort. I'm not exactly sure what kind of it is, and so is he, because he told me he's not very good at identifying Dendros. or Tubaster species, but this is a really odd kind. It is has like a green skeleton with orange and pink flesh, as you can see right there. But it's going to be very interesting to see when this extends, because it is coming out little by little, as you can see right there. And there are actually some babies. There's one over there, and then another one right there, and then there's one in the back there. But so far it's doing pretty well. Can't wait for a possible ID on this when it fully opens. But so far, a really interesting addition to my collection. Over here we have this non-photosynthetic Gorgonian. I'm not sure if it's a Gorgonian or a sea fan yet, but you can probably see it in the earlier shots with the Hector's Goby. As a matter of fact, he's still right there. We can't really come up with an ID for this one either. He thinks it's a plexarid of some sorts, and I have to look up what that means, but this is a really nice piece that I did not expect to get. And same with the weird Dendro species over there. So I think earlier in the video I said that I reached out to customer services, and they told me that in the non-photosynthetic sea fan pack that I would only possibly be getting species that they had on the site, and none of these that I've seen are listed on the site. So if someone from Live Aquarium is watching this, I 100% guarantee you this is a compliment. Customer service kind of lied to me, but I am super happy that they did, since I was really in for a treat. And this Gorgonian / sea fan is 100% going in the UNS 60U, and this is a really nice light purple color. And if I can get a better zoom in on the polyps, you can see that they're also this really nice light purple color as well. If I can get a focus on that, there's really nice light purplish pink color, and you can see the black stuff is the skeleton, so it is growing. But this is a really awesome piece that I really can't wait to see what it looks like when it, I guess, grows out even more, since this acclimated relatively quickly, and I'm really excited to see kind of what species this turns out to be. So I'll definitely have to look up plexarid after I'm done recording this. Now for this guy, I didn't send this one in for verification yet because it is not opened up yet, but this is a really long skinny red, I'm guessing it's a sea fan possibly, but I'll have to wait till it opens up. But so far the polyps I have seen from it, it looks to be kind of a yellowish color, so that is very unique. I think at first I thought this one was a red finger Gorgonian, but for my past ones, this is not a red finger, and I can put a picture up of what a red finger looks like and then compare it to this one. But this one is possibly not in the best shape. I think you can maybe see a polyp right there. Yeah, kind of like that. It's like this really weird yellow color, so I'll give it overnight to see what it kind of turns into, I guess. And then since this video is coming out tomorrow after the lights go, I'll try and get a kind of clip of if this guy will open up to see what it is. But that is really it for this unboxing video, and let's go to the outro now. So this is probably going to be my last unboxing for a while, besides the jellyfish and the Medaka rice fish from Japan, of course, but I have to pay off this shipping first, because I may or may not have spent a little too much out of my allowance range. But I'm really happy with what I got today. The Hector's Goby is doing well. The Crinoid squat lobster is possibly becoming one of my favorite invertebrates so far. And the NPS stuff, I'm really excited to see what that turns out to be. So if you did like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, as well as liking the video and sharing it around. And check out my Instagram. I'll leave it up on the screen and in the link, the description below. And possibly when this video comes out, some of the stuff I did post on there to my story should stay up. But I'll have some more highlights of the stuff that I got today for the outro. But I'm sorry if this was a really long video. I was just really intrigued by what I got. But with that, my name is Northwest Fish Keeping, signing out.